Hey, what's going on? It's Bebop here, and this is what I downloaded off of my stream from last night. And the recording quality might not be the greatest because taking it off YouTube, I guess there's a little downgrade in quality there. So I don't have a game capture card yet, and maybe looking to get one here soon. But anyways, this is how you take Starstone. Just gonna go through it as the video plays and just kind of go over some keynotes here. And usually the tank, I want to have my body up on the stairs a little bit more, back toward the hallway. And that way you can have everybody facing you, not being in the middle, like how I got. That was a mistake on my part. But the Starstone's a pretty easy dungeon this week. It's void, and you got weary, so it slows you down. Not a big deal. But with the flail, I really like tanking Starstone with a flail because it does strike damage and it does arcane damage, but the strike damage is best against ancients and lost enemies. So it really helps keep aggro a lot better than, let's say, if you're running corrupted with the flail. And this little spot right here I find is really good to bring this whole group because they bunch up nice. And if you have a good great axe in the group that can throw grab well, you can get them in real tight and mow them down. So as a tank, I want to pay attention to the health bars, how many enemies are left. There's only 2 or 3.
Meant to hit alt there.
I meant to hit alt to look around, and I ended up turning around.
No, not this. Stop right there, bitch.
But yeah, you want to keep going to the next fight. It's not about speed running or anything like that. It's just knowing there's only a couple enemies left. The DPS has enough DPS to, you know, mow those rest down. They're not a big threat. And so you're moving to the next fight. You constantly want to keep the fight moving and be the first one to the new mob, the new group of enemies. Don't let the DPS or healer be the first one there, because then you're gonna have to grab, and you know the enemy
dragging them up.
Grouping can get messed up doing that. So like I saw, that guy was low health. It's not a big deal. Let's just drag him up here. These guys are easy to kill. And he'll just get bunched in the group, and that way we can do group DPS instead of individual DPS. And keep it moving. Bitch.
Well, what are they getting killed by? Hold on, what the they're not being, oh my god, come on guys. Bitch.
Coming up on this group here, if you can pull these mobs through both lasers, take them to the crawlers. You can bunch them up really nice. That way you can kill them all together. Or what you could do is have the healer pull the crawlers as we're fighting them right now. And by the time we get done with this group, the crawlers will be coming. But just know on fire mutations, if you do it this way right here, the blast from killing the enemies can knock you into the laser. So what's best is just to get used to pulling all mobs through the both lasers and fighting right here. And make sure you don't use, as a tank, make sure you don't use too many abilities right here, because you're gonna need it for this group right here.
Damn, I hate not having my other flail, bro.
Now DPS needs to go straight to the archer. All right, all these other mobs are grouped up on me. They need to go to the archer. He's isolated, so you don't kill the healer in one shot. And then they
deleted my good flail and my freaking willpower playing Biss hammer yesterday. Just clearing out a bunch of gear. Didn't realize they weren't locked.
I had all their backs turned to the
I got a purple hammer, baby.
So the enemies can just turn around, boom, hit them. Now, when these guys get low health, you can have the healer pull down the next group.
Go ahead and pull them down.
They should already been pulled, but that's fine, because some, you know, healers think you're going to go all the way up.
I'm going to get on the backside of them, just chill.
Some are going to defer to what you want, so just got to be vocal and let them know, because they're not going to be able to read your mind, obviously. Got a nice grouping here, put down the vines. All right, they're low health, so I'm start going to the next group. Well, that was a slow release. This guy you can just drag. I don't know why I stopped right here. Bitch. I guess some of the times I run, I'm used to the other enemies being pulled over here.
I thought he was pulling.
But yeah, should have just drugged that guy all the way down. Now this tank, save maybe one taunt or something like that. I should have saved that slam for when those crawlers start coming over here once they pull them. Because you're going to need to be able to grab them really quickly. Because they will go straight to the healer or
I'm rotating DPS, watch out.
Let the DPS know you're rotating when you're rotating. Wasn't the great grouping to put the vines down right there, but I just felt like I needed to use my vines, man. How good is the hammer for tanks? Holy crap. Right here, the best strat to do is have the healer shoot the archers while you're running out there, and right here is where you need to try to aggro everything you can. That's why the flail's so good right there. It's got a very wide range to hit enemies, unlike the sword and shield, so you're easily able to grab a lot of those, majority of them. And then get to your hammer and start, you know, CCing as much as you can. Also watch that big enemy over there. Luckily that it's void weak, so it's real easy. If he does slam void, it's not gonna like one-shot you. But on, let's say, a fire weak or nature weak, if that mage back there hits the void on the ground, whoo-wee, good luck. Some of these enemies are vampiric, so I don't see anybody running Bile Bomb, but if we ran Bile Bomb, their health would go down a lot faster. That would, because every time they do damage to you, they're getting health, the enemies are, so if you put down disease, they won't be able to regenerate as much health. Here I like to switch to a nature amulet for the boss. Now you could go strike amulet, but I have strike protection on my shield, which is 15%. I put the nature on because the throw up is nature, and it really helps protect you from the amount of damage that you're gonna take.
All right, let's go
from the throw up. Because that throw up, man, it can start draining you really quickly. And just know when you're in that disease that it's gonna stunt your health regeneration. So try to get out of it. But then you also got to manage, if the healer threw down the sacred, you got to time management, you know.
Heads up, I don't have aggro yet. Yeah, no, I do.
What I like to try to do is walk this guy backwards toward the door behind me, where the next area that we're gonna go is. And by the time he's about ready to die, we're already at the door, so we can grab the bag and go.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
In a little trouble there.
Oh, I thought I could block in time. What the hell? Oh my god. There we go.
Just turtle up,
double
Bebop.
right here.
Oh, double heal right there in that little. Oh, come on, man.
That's dead. Yep, that was stupid timing.
You sack.
Hey, stop heading. Just watch out. Just run around.
Yeah, make sure you switch back to your proper amulet. This grouping's a little tough. DPS need to watch these. Basically, they are the lost archers, the guys that puke in their hand and throw it at you. And tanks try to hold aggro right here is about, you know, as good as you can. Great gravity well right there to group them up. But if those archers start throwing the throw up at the healers, or DPS, is all one shot. I see that one guy over there. I don't have aggro on him. I'm trying to rotate. There we go. Got aggro. And simple as that. A lot of people drag them all the way up to the corner, but then the archers are always left back there hitting the healer or DPS. Or 2 DPS, because, I mean, those guys are vicious, dude. Now, some tanks want to go all the way down there, but in pug groups, I don't do that. I do little stages at a time. We're not trying to speed run or anything like that, so I don't want to risk, you know, doing something stupid. I don't really feel like it's necessary. But, you know, feel free to do what you want. And a lot of times if you do run all the way down there, you will have these guys, you will lose aggro on these archers right here. And next thing you know, pop goes the healer. Chop Liver does a good job bringing these guys over. Someone's going to pull the little bird up. See, this guy's hanging back, so I got to go to him anyways.
Better it.
I'm worried about the bird more than anything right now. Yeah, you got to be careful with that barrage because you can definitely flip the fight if you go around the enemy. I love that barrage, but I think I might end up going smite at the end of the day. You don't leap as far, plus you get a lot of fortify from it, and you weaken the enemies. This fight right here, I have armor breaker on, sundering clear out, and I have sundering shockwave on my clothing. So doing a hell of a lot of rend to this enemy to help mow him down as fast as we can. And also the clear out's going to get fortified to the teammates that are right next to me. Anybody inside of 4 meters. And with that amount of rend and, you know, shocking also applies weakening plus the sundering shockwave. It makes for a lot easier of a fight. Right there, you got to back up. Basically, those lines form a V, and you need to be at the back of that. That way you don't get hit by the enemies. I mean, it might happen sometimes, so don't even worry about it. The other one where the enemies go in lines, it'll show the line of the path that they're going to take, and you just basically got to dodge in and out of that. But wearing all void makes that fight so much easier than if it was fire, mutation, or something like that, because
No, go and try.
you got a lot of protection, because that's what the
Just gotta make sure I get aggro on them so they don't come to y'all.
Void.
Oh, that's my fault for getting out of position.
Yeah, you want to stay tight in that corner right there. I got a little bit outside of that. I was worried about the archer coming over here to the left. He's always hanging back, so I like to rotate to him quickly once the ghosts are dead, but ended up rotating a little bit too soon. That's okay. DPS is really good to go. Healer's good to go. They adapt.
2 seconds, 2 seconds.
Look at that quality right there. Ugh. Gotta try to hit all these guys you can.
Watch out, whoever's on that guy, back out.
That's why I like the vines right here, because I can hit all these enemies around and try to regain aggro at times. And if they're in a good grouping, like right now, it'd be a good time to use them, which I did. Sometimes if the enemies are close to a wall, like how we somewhat were right there, I will do the barrage toward a wall so I don't flip the fight and still turn around at the last second to hit the mobs. What you also could do right there is that group before the one we just fought, if you kill them at the shrine and the healer pulls the rest of the mobs down to the shrine,
why am I still in combat?
You can get out of combat a lot easier and faster coming all the way up here, and you can engage this fight quicker. Now, these guys want to start the fight early, so that's fine. They know what they're doing. I'm not worried about it. They'll be just fine. I'll get down there and get aggro here in a second, like I did. And now let's just CC and mow them down. It's always good to have a DPS leech out right here, how that guy's doing. And he's going to go ahead and get the ball and go ahead and shut off the power so the lasers are gone. And that way he can join us for the bird fight as quick as he can.
I had no one to hit him that last time.
The hell did you just say, Bebop? Now right here, you can do it a couple different ways. Some people pull the archers first.
mobs.
Some people pull the bird.
We'll be fine on times.
You know, I just go whatever they want to do. Don't matter. I'm versatile. Be versatile.
I was gonna say just run to him. No need to.
You might have your own way of doing it, but you know, if you can be versatile and do it how the full group, I think this is the full group. I think they're all friends. I'm not really sure. There might be one random in here. I'm not really sure, but
Hello.
if you just kind of how they're used to doing it instead of trying to force your way, then it just makes everything a lot easier, you know. And if you can be more versatile, it'll make you a better player, and you know, it'll be a lot more easygoing. You won't have to try to force every situation. That's why I love barrage right there. That's so dope. I guess someone was hitting that guy over there, so I lost aggro on him, but he came back in, shocked him. Good to go. He's a swordsman, not an archer, so not worried about him. If he was an archer, I would have stayed on him. Right here, tank, you need to aggro all this. That way the person turning the key don't get shot by the archer. No need to kill these mobs, just run past them. A lot of people get over concerned about mob count. You don't need mob count. Just go quick enough and you'll be fine. If you take your time, then you might need mob count, but keep it under 30 minutes. I believe it's 30 minutes. You won't need mob count. These guys right here should have been pulled together.
Got a gravity well. We can't get these guys together. Someone has a great axe.
Great axe should have reaped, or gravity well first, then reaped, or vice versa, whichever. Should have been grouped a lot better than that. Now, what you could do right here, if you want to play it safe, is have the healer pull all the rest of the mobs right here.
Right, these guys want some mobs, so I guess we'll just kill these here.
Because, you know, these guys wanted to kill the mobs, so hey, that's fine with me. Not really stressing about it. I would just normally always pass, but if you go too far down, those archers are going to turn and start shooting at somebody, because someone always goes too far forward, and they will draw the archer. Now, I notice right here when we get in combat, man. Ooh, the pixel quality here. Ooh. Especially after downloading it and off stream and then coming back. My God, got to get that capture card. My
going up first, getting that archer to aggro you, dude.
Right here's tank. You sit here, let them come to you, and then you can rotate around. Non-stop barrage. I mean, bludgeon. Someone should already. Oh, he already did pull the ghost. That's nice. Now, the tanks put your back toward the door right here, because the crawlers when they come in. I can't even talk today. When the crawlers come in, you're going to be able to grab them so they don't jump on the healer. If you get shocked fast enough to get their aggro. Because if you're on the other side and they're coming up behind the DPS, it almost never fails that they're gonna, you know, leap, strike, and hit somebody. DPS, worry about the archer first.
DPS.
But keep your eye on
got the key. Go ahead and open
swivel.
it. If you went down, touch shrine.
Luckily, we're all in void, so it shouldn't hurt too bad. Now, if you went down, go touch the shrine. Whoever grabbed the key earlier needs to always open up the door as quick as they can when you start that fight, in case people need to touch the shrine. Healer did a great job of pulling the next mobs. He already knew what he needed to do. See, I can tell that these guys know, and they've played M3s. They know what they're doing, which is good to see. And right here, if you're DPS, you can switch to a slash. Well, not with the dots on your back doing abilities, but you can put a slash amulet on, which should be enough to help you from being one-shotted. Then again, if you do 3 abilities, you got dots on your back with that void damage, and your health is low, you won't be able to take a one-shot. So, you know, feel free to put a slash amulet protectant on if you want, or just keep your void and just dodge the hits. So I think that's what I did when I was DPS on this later on, and it's just fun. Now, when this boss slams down in the middle, you gotta throw something to hit her in the eye, which will then stun her and get her to stop jumping. Right here, I'm just trying to get aggro as quick as I can, and then I'm trying to put down the Sundering Shockwave Rend, the Armor Breaker Rend, and the Clear Out Rend, so they can do a lot more damage. If you're too far away, or if you throw an Ice Pylon down like that, and the boss throws a bone over there and starts spawning these guys, I mean, you know, I can rotate over there with the boss, but it's better if you're going to put Ice Pylon down. You just put it down right where the boss started.
My bad.
Or not at all.
That clear out is crazy sometimes.
All right, this will start the second phase. This is where she will start jumping, or he, whatever this boss is. I always thought this was a female boss for some reason. I don't know the lore of the game. So dodge that void blast. Someone hit her in the eye, so she's stunned now, so she stops jumping. And now everybody needs to be very close right here. Very close.
Our DPS, watch out, I'm going to be where the spikes are. Rotate.
I told the DPS I was going to be rotating where the bones are, so we can do damage to them and get those guys dead. I don't want them blasting the healer the whole time. There you go.
Nice.
Easy gold.
Good job, everybody. Gold. Hey. We up in here, B.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let me know. Sorry about the quality. I'll get that capture card soon so I can record while I'm streaming.
Yo, living the dream. What's up, dude?
But usually stream in the evenings around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Central. So feel free to stop by, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.